I get questions about my indoor wintering strategy. And here's one question that's come through email. I've been following your videos about moving bees into the shed. One question, how do they do cleansing flights if they stay in constant darkness? That's a good question. And the way I need to answer that, you have to understand the conditions that I'm managing. Our winters up here in the north, we have very long, cold winters. The type of cold winter which you step outside and all you can do is swear because it feels like a brick has just hit your face. It's cold and it's long and it stays like this all the way through until March, pretty consistently. So those are my conditions I'm managing. So one thing about managing bees indoors is you need to keep them in their boxes, okay? And the way we do that is by keeping it dark. But the other very important thing to keeping them in their boxes is to keep the shed cool. So it's a bit of a different wintering strategy. You winter your bees outside, you're trying to keep them warm. But you winter your bees indoors and you try to cool them down all the time. Through the cold of the winter, it'll be minus 30, minus 25, and those bees will keep the shed up around 4 degrees with minimal air exchange, without any supplemental heat. They give off a tremendous amount of heat. I use that cold to my advantage. I use that cold, that constant cold, to keep the shed cool. I want it at 4 degrees. When it gets warm inside the shed, like over 10 degrees, 12 degrees, 15 degrees, the bees will start leaving the boxes. They'll start bearding on the outside. They can't fly because it's dark, but they'll beard. So we try to keep the shed really cool. So to answer your question, how do they do a cleansing flight if they stay in constant darkness? The answer to that question is they don't. They stay confined in the box for November right till March, like five and a half months. Sometimes they go out in April. It's a long time for a bee to be confined. We really press the limits on what these bees can do and what they can handle. And we can manage them through confinement of 5 months quite efficiently.